Alrighty, everyone. Good evening and welcome to the Daily Wrap for what was Monday, the 29th of May, 2023. And we got some good news for all of you tonight. Some schedule changes coming, and it's good schedule changes, so let's talk. Today on the Level 1 podcast, we had a nice chill day. We talked about some various different topics. Nothing too super concerning or too important. Again, a more laid back and chill day, which is always great when there's not too much crazy game news or whatever going on. But it was a nice day of Q&A and, talking a little bit about the schedule, which was kind of iffy at the time because I didn't actually know what I was going to be doing, coming up because I didn't know what was going to happen tonight with Jedi Survivor. Today also was Memorial Day in the United States. We talked all about that. I talked about my history with the holiday, how I used to celebrate it with my family when I was younger, and then how it turned actually into an annual kind of Street Fighter celebration every year. That was a fun segment. So the podcast today, chill, fun, relaxing, and some good Memorial Day stories. First stream today was Zelda Tears of the Kingdom. And as I told you guys, my goal today was to start heading towards story developments. And that's exactly what we did. We went from the southeastern portion of the map and started heading northward. And so we ended up heading up into Kakariko Village and surrounding areas, investigating all kinds of shrines, temples. We actually did another tower or two, which launched us up into some sky islands and shrines up there. We ended up getting 2 major upgrades, 1 stamina, 1 hearts, I believe. No, we did 2 stamina. We actually did 2 stamina upgrades because I realized that my stamina was so low that I couldn't do various different things that I wanted to do. We kept trying to head northeast, but sadly there seemed to be a big way. It wasn't on the map, but basically this big thing was just blocking your way, this big cliffside or whatever, or a wall. And so because of that, I said, all right, we got to go another way. So we ended up kind of backtracking, going a different direction. And we're basically now right between 2 story areas. There's one that's way northeast and one that's like slightly to the south of it that are both major story, I guess, area dungeons. So we're going to look into those next time that I play Zelda, which is going to be sooner rather than later, as we're about to discuss. But it was a great stream, great interactions, great fun, people helping me out to understand the game, good puzzle solving and all of that. Overall, had a really great time with it, and I hope that you guys enjoyed the stream today. If not, check out the videos after the fact. Tonight's late stream was Star Wars Jedi Survivor. Now, I told you guys I'm making a major push to beat the game this week, and I thought that I was going to basically need tonight's stream and tomorrow's daytime stream to beat it. Good news is, that wasn't the case. All we needed was tonight's stream. I ended up going maybe about 20, 30 minutes later, maybe a half an hour. But we did it. We wrapped it up. There was only 2 major areas left. There was one kind of like a star base you had to go to, and then there was a final world area and a final boss fight, and that was the game. Overall, really enjoyed it. I gave my final thoughts while the credits rolled and at the end of the playthrough, so if you want my true kind of review-like thoughts, watch it. But in general, it's a good game, completely hampered by bad graphical performance, so much frame rate drops, stuttering, issues with the graphics that just look weird, and of course, game crashes. If the game was polished, this would outstandingly be a Game of the Year contender for me. But I can't ignore all the problems I had during the playthrough. I mean, hell, I stopped doing the optional Jedi Temple challenges because 2 of them had crashed for me, and I didn't feel like redoing them all from the start. No autosaves during those. So I was like, you know what? That was enough. Sad but true that this game, if it were polished, would have been an insanely good game because it has so many things that are improvements over the original Jedi Fallen Order, but they just didn't polish it enough, all right? But overall, really enjoyed it. So today, great progress in Zelda. We're really near 2 story elements next time we play, and I beat Jedi Survivor. So what does that mean? That means that tomorrow, my final consecutive streaming day of the week, we can actually play Zelda again, which is cool because we're right at the precipice of story. So tomorrow, we're going to do a Level 1 podcast, then we're going to do Legend of Zelda Tears of the Kingdom, and we're going to get to some story elements tomorrow. I don't know if we'll get to a major dungeon and do it, but I'm happy to be able to jump into it and make major progress in the game. So I hope that you'll join me tomorrow during the day, 10:45 a.m. Pacific time for the start of the podcast, or 12:45 p.m. Pacific time for the start of the gameplay. I'm very excited to play more Zelda because we actually ended at a good part today. Tomorrow night, the late stream will be Final Fantasy V Pixel Remaster. Again, we're heading into really great parts of the game. I think we're going to do the 3rd legendary dungeon. And once you beat that, there's only 1 more left, and then you're basically in the end game, although this game does have some really fun late game kind of optional super boss style content, which we may or may not do. But tomorrow night should be another 2 chill hours of Final Fantasy, all right? Overall, today's support was all right. I'm not going to complain about it, but at the same time, yeah, support has definitely been slowing down, chances being because I'm playing all these older game playthroughs that have been going on for a very long time. I get the feeling that come June, when I'm playing Street Fighter 6 and maybe starting up Diablo 4, there's going to be a lot more interest. So let's see what happens. But for the most part, great streaming day. Very happy that I beat Jedi Survivor with the conclusion uploading tonight. You can check it out on the channel. And I'm excited for more Zelda and Final Fantasy tomorrow. All right, guys? Thank you all. Please have a good evening. See you in the AM. Peace out. Have a good night.